infinite ammo.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the QTR CIRC FWD podcast. This is episode 13, and with me is a couple of friends of mine. Mr. Kaneki, how are you today?
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. I'm doing fine.
Nice. Rad, how are you doing today, sir?
Splendid. Let's rock, baby.
Alright, cool. Mr. Hades, how you doing today, sir?
Just fine, bud. Just fine.
Italian Stallion, how's it going, man?
Pretty good.
Mr. Brendan, how's it going, sir?
Good. Devils Never Cry, and yeah, let's just talk about fighting games already. Fight Renegade.
Alright, and I'm your host, Reapers. The guy is going to be showing up later on the podcast, so you have to hear his voice later on. If you hear somebody you don't recognize, it's probably him. If it's a little deeper voice, then it's probably the Renegade if he does show up, but I highly doubt it. Alright, we're going to go through this list. Some of this stuff I don't think most of us care about. First off, we always start with SNK. SNK, they showed off a trailer for Samurai Showdown. Did you guys see that, and what did you guys think of it?
Oh man, it looks great.
I mean,
Nice look at the life bars. They look nice, at least. The damage output is really, really high.
Isn't it always
a
been?
bad thing.
Yeah. So that's traditional Samurai Showdown.
Hell yeah. You get those one-hit kills, man. That's all that matters.
Especially near the end of that trailer, where Hamaru breaks Galford's weapon and hits him with the super. Must do like 2/3 of his life.
Oh, the game does look interesting. I may play it if I get a chance to actually get some cash and buy it.
Yeah, has
If
that
people interest.
has that Street Fighter 4 look to it.
Yeah.
I got my eye on it. I've never played any of the other ones, but it looks silly.
Looks promising.
Okay. Next company.
It's not on my priority. It's not on my priority list. But
There's nothing else for SNK. I think they stopped with the fucking SNK heroines. They ran out of characters and other companies' characters. So as of right now, they haven't updated it.
It's on Steam, and it has the DLC with it, so I assume that means development has concluded.
Oh, there you go. There was a bunch of characters they could have added. People from Metal Slug. What other games?
That would have been cool.
Other SNK games that I can't name off the top of my head, but they had them. I promise
All
you, they
those
have
games.
characters. Yeah, but they
But
decided not to. But.
See, Reapers, here's the thing. If a Metal Slug character is released in SNK Heroines and no one's around to play it, does it make a sound?
Yes.
They're also allegedly working on the next KOF right now, too.
Yeah.
It's the sound Keygasm is. It's like a orgasm sound.
Okay.
Alright, so next company that I don't want to say we don't care about. Maybe somebody in here cares about. Koei Tecmo. Anybody playing DOA 6?
I haven't played the full game. I don't play the press demos or whatever you want to call them. Like the PS Plus demo. That's the most I've played of DOA 6 so far. And admittedly though, It has changed my opinion somewhat though, especially since now we know that the sex appeal's still back. But I think the game still has a long way to go, so I'm probably not going to pick it up anytime soon.
My buddy's been recently playing that on and off online, and he says what somebody's pretty busted in half. I can't remember who. I think it's one of the female ninjas. I want to say Ayane. I think that's right.
Most likely Ayane. I'm being quite honest. She's always busted.
Yeah, he plays her, and Ryu Hayabusa. Yeah, and apparently, sometimes it works real good for them, and other times the internet is just trash.
So a normal Japanese fighting game.
Yeah.
So aside from the online itself, I too have the full game, and I do have a few things I want to say about it.
Go ahead.
This story mode is probably the worst of all fighting game story modes.
Worse than 5?
It is the most disjointed story. Cutscenes just end. The entire story just ends. They're barely connected to each other. And it's also piss easy to boot with the exception of the final battle.
Oh, mind not spoiling what happened in the story with Nico? And
hold on. We need like a little time card here waiting. Like, all right, spoilers in about 3, 2, 1, whatever. And then
3, 2, 1, whatever. Did you guys hear the deal with Honoka?
No.
She and Ayane are sisters.
What?
Okay.
Yep. The story revolves around an organization trying to capture Honoka for sinister means.
I don't know anything about the story, so I'm kind of lost.
It's not like it's been the most easy story to comprehend nor follow.
Oh yeah, it sounds stupid already.
It's like every fighting game story.
No, you wanted to... Okay, so you want to talk stupid with Dead or Alive? How about the costume unlock system?
Oh, yeah, I heard they're patching it.
Yeah, you gotta play online to get some of them.
So, on the first day, you can do, like, DOA quests, which is, like, little mini challenges. You play as a specific character, and then you unlock costume parts. Not for the character you're playing as.
Oh, so Tekken 7 all over again.
Yep, so if you have a main, you're punching and grinding through online, hoping to get their costumes one at a time. Nope. Have 20 pieces of Lei Fang costume 7 instead.
Okay, I got to ask though, is it as good as Tekken 7? The obvious answer should be no, but okay.
The answer is obviously no. It's a good game. It's more or less DOA 5.5, except they took a lot of things out, like there's only like 1 or 2 intros per character.
Why?
Like this game is rushed right now. I can't recommend it in its current state. They don't even have online lobbies right now.
Yeah.
Which
that's right. It wasn't a bug.
Hmm?
Wasn't like a bug or something involving private lobbies?
It's probably something they're gonna add like this month, but even so, it's not on release, so that's already very damning. Aside from the other damning things about it, the infamous $92.99 season pass being one of them.
You know what?
What?
Yeah, that. I remember about that. That's dumb. See, I think you get, 2 fighters in that season pass?
2 fighters, all the costume packs. But, yeah.
So it's pretty much like DOA 5, basically. Because they had, like, some of them only had, like, 1 character in 1 stage or whatever.
I believe the DLC for DOA 5 was over $1,000 total.
I know, but I'm talking about 1 Pacific Season Pass. You had to compare.
Oh.
Even better, they advertise in Season Pass 1 that while you will get everything you see here, not all of our planned DLC in this timeline will be included in the Season Pass. So there's some shit that will be thrown in between now and when the KOF characters happen. Spoilers. That you might not even get in the Season Pass itself.
How does that work?
It really doesn't. I don't know how it keeps working. Koei Tecmo is fucking fishing for whales.
Yo, how they can't do fighting game DLCs, but other games they do DLCs?
So you're talking about Hanukkah whales? I'm just saying, like clearly they have a hard
They can't do DLC for their own life.
No, they can't. It's really annoying on how fighting games do this shit. Say what you will by like EA and Activision and whatnot. They are shit companies though, but holy shit, man. There's no way that you can let Koei Tecmo slap with this shit.
Nope.
The sad thing is, I would probably pay just to not go through this costume unlock system they have installed.
That's how they get you.
So basically, ladies and gentlemen, the game's great. Next company.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
You asked.
I would recommend it.
Wake me when Virtua Fighter 6 happens,
It is
alright?
DOA 6
Oh,
out.
right.
Yeah,
I swear to fucking God, if
Virtua Fighters
Virtua
aren't
Fighter
even in
characters
that
start
game.
showing up in DOA 6, I'm done.
That's
No, none of the guest characters are here.
all the warriors.
I mean,
Yeah,
Aren't they
no,
doing
Virtua
my
Fighter.
first thing?
yeah, they have announced at EVA Japan that Mai Shiranui will be included in a future DLC pack, along with another character from the King of Fighters series. Question mark?
Oh, Brian Battler.
Oh.
Wait, is it a male or female? Did they confirm?
They confirmed neither. Just
Oh,
another
fuck.
character. It's a collaboration between Dead or Alive 6 and the King of Fighters 14. So it's
Nodged.
most likely going to be a 14 character.
Nodged.
My expectations are towards Athena or Kula.
Oh,
Because either of them fit the
It's
Dead or
gotta be a
Alive
girl with
motif.
big tits.
I sleep.
yeah, I was gonna say, which chick in KOF 14 has the biggest boobs? We can
Yeah.
figure this out right now.
Who's gonna sell the most costumes?
Rad Rat's probably right then. Shit, I'm wrong.
If it's Vanessa, I'd buy all the costumes.
Leona, maybe?
Yes, I'd buy that too.
That would be different.
Anyways,
But also,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
to interrupt. I am waiting for the Core Fighters Edition, knowing Koei Tecmo does free to play with the last DOA, so I'm assuming they'll do the same with this game.
Yeah, the Core Values edition is no doubt on its way.
Oh, are we going to talk about that?
Oh yeah,
They should name it
the
that.
free edition. Waiting for that.
Yeah, are we going to talk about that? The core values situation. I don't think we haven't talked about Evo Japan at all.
Once
did
we get to the Evo section of this doc that I have.
Yep.
All right. Good.
Oh boy.
Okay, so moving on to the next company, Bandai Namco. Dragon Ball Fighter Z news, Videl and Jiren were released. Has anybody played with them, and do you guys enjoy them or dislike them? Go ahead.
I haven't touched season 2, so I can't confirm or deny.
Neither have
Shit.
I. What about
I'm
you
gonna have to.
guys?
I've put a good amount of time into Videl, and I think she's actually a very, very good character. No joke. S tier.
Wait, is
Videl.
it Videl or is it Videl?
It's,
thought it was
it's Videl.
It is Videl.
Yeah, it just his pronunciation is weird.
It's not the first thing I've pronounced very strange, that's for sure. But yeah, I think Videl's a very, very strong character. No joke.
Nice.
Strong female character.
the only one in the game.
Strong
Really
female
strong.
character having to be protected by Great Saiyaman.
Oh, the White Knight.
It's one of her supers, man. Guy comes out and gets more
Politics.
powerful.
Okay.
Nah, it's she looks fun. I haven't bothered to get around to it yet, and that's the character I wanted, so I'm slacking real hard.
She has a
Yeah.
dodge instead of a reflect, which I think is pretty interesting too.
Oh, I have a question about Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Mhm.
Where's Chi-Chi?
No. Oh, yeah, but
Where's
Damn it.
Pilaf? God damn it!
where's Bulma?
Where's Goku?
Damn.
What's Bulma's daughter's name? No, that's not the question, but
Paula.
that's the second. Where's Paula? The actual question is, did Dragon Ball Fighter Z ever get that patch for the netcode that they said they were going to give it?
The what?
The Neko
Remember, there was a roadmap like a long time ago where the director, the lady
That's a good
director,
question. Even I don't know.
yeah, she said, "Oh, you guys are getting a netcode patch," but I don't know if they actually released it yet. Hades, you're kind of like the Dragon Ball Fighter Z dude.
God, I want to say yes, but I'm not really sure, to be honest with
I
you.
haven't seen it in patch notes myself. When I saw the game myself, so I would see it. But no, I haven't seen it. The patch notes declaring it.
I think
I
it's-
only read.
Good.
I only read patch notes to see if Bardock's been nerfed again. Okay, that's all I need in my life.
Man, Bardock is a go-getter.
I think it'd be weird if they did patch the netcode and didn't like tout about it, or like be like, "Hey, we fixed it."
It's just a gotcha moment. People still complaining. Haha, we fixed it, idiots. Gotcha. Wait a minute.
Good body. Oh, hold on.
Wait.
All right. Anybody else have any thoughts on these two characters before we move on to the next game of this company?
Who do y'all think the other two characters are that are unrevealed at the moment?
Goku and Goku.
Is it Broly and Gogeta that have been confirmed?
Yeah, and there's two other ones.
Broly!
Kid Goku and Teenage Goku.
I would love Kid Goku. I'm not even gonna lie.
I want Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's all I care about.
Wait. No. Who's the pig?
Oolong.
No!
Okay, Yajirobe and the cat.
Oolong only if
Dende.
one of his supers is tossing a giant underwear at you.
Got it. It's good. It's easy gonna be a Super Kamiguru.
Super Comic.
Gotta be zombie Jotsu.
No.
Hercule,
Zombie
hopefully.
Yamcha.
Yeah, zombie Yamcha. I mean, oh man,
Zamcha.
why don't they ever have any costumes for a lot of these fighters? Like, for example, King of Fighters doesn't really have costumes. I think it's just colors.
Well, apparently an exception has been made because Videl has an alternate costume.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the look she should have fucking had in the first place. No offense.
The long hair on Videl?
The pigtail version.
Yeah.
Get that out of here.
That's like her original design from the start. So that's weird.
Yeah.
That's not the default.
It's the better looking version.
No, it's not.
Fight
She-
me.
No.
Isn't canon-wise she cut her hair so she'd be a better fighter?
No,
No, because Gohan made fun of her.
Gohan.
Gohan-
made fun of her.
I don't care that you got cucked by your own father anymore, Gohan. Okay.
It's okay.
Goku's a good hero.
Their Videl
Nah.
is best Videl. We can just
Fuck Gohan. Fucking nerd.
Yeah, I hate Gohan,
He's the
actually.
best Videl looking. You ruined it.
Egghead likes his bookie.
You mean
book.
improved it, but it's okay.
What was I gonna say?
I
Yeah,
know
but
what I
there's
said.
no, like, fucking Broly's getting a new character where they could have just added the code for it.
But thing is, though, for this one, he's going to be like he's different from the original Broly, so it would be kind of silly to just have it as a
No, it
skin.
wouldn't. That'd be like a costume I'd pay less for.
Nah, I'd rather take the character.
No.
Welcome to Dragon Ball Reapers.
Hmm?
I said welcome to Dragon Ball, and that's how shit works. Multiple characters.
That could have been the fucking Super Saiyan, different fucking types of Super Saiyan modes.
I mean, I would like the Super Saiyan mode myself, but Namco lied about that too, by the way.
Yeah, I think that a lot of these fighters don't really have costumes. I don't think BB Tag has costumes. Smash does, kinda. But you don't have to pay for them.
Waiting on those Persona 4 Groucho Marx glasses DLCs, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, it's just some thoughts. We're gonna switch over to Soul Calibur 6 revealed a new character, Amy. What do you guys think about her?
Ooh,
Thank you.
Oh,
The
must have
one
missed this
character
one.
I wanted in this game.
Wait, did you say Woo or Boo or who?
oh,
I sleep.
trash.
No.
Does nobody like
Yes.
her? What's
I
wrong with her?
disagree with the entire
we
panel.
could have
here.
had a better character than Amy. Like, come on, really?
What's wrong with
Nobody.
Amy?
Yeah,
has
like
this
come
character.
on, Lord Voldemort. What's going on?
Nobody.
What's wrong
Nobody.
with
has
Amy?
Don't
this
worry,
character.
no better characters coming with her, because of the leaks.
Wait, what's wrong with
Cassandra.
Amy? What's wrong with her? What is she like?
She's a boring ass character.
Yeah, she's boring.
She's trash. Seriously, there's better characters out there. Like, why Amy? She should have been a base roster character.
All right,
Like
then
Cassandra.
we'll see.
Where's
what Rad
Calcos?
thinks. Rad, why do you like her then?
She's mostly just a faster version of Raphael. Like Raphael relies on all this parrying and all that stuff. Amy is just a straightforward, fast character. It's kind of been that way since Soul Calibur 3. I've preferred her over Raphael. Not that there's anything wrong with Raphael as a character. I'd argue his design has gotten worse.
Isn't Raphael low tier?
Yeah, there's another reason.
It'd be
The
a
best
sad
reason.
day if Amy beats out
But-
Raphael in tier list.
I don't know. People that say, well, Raphael's in the game, why do we need Amy? A lot of Soul Calibur's characters that are in this game right now were clones of other characters.
Just say I'm not gay. I like females, and then they'll shut up.
Soul Calibur likes females a whole lot.
Exactly.
Raph likes dudes. You know how it goes.
Is that true?
I mean,
Yes, is that true?
there's one of his moves where he like cuts your clothes off you. When he does it to dudes, he says that's much better, but when he does it to women, he doesn't say that. So
Oh, so
Yeah.
Vega.
Kappa
yeah, I'm
Pride?
just making assumptions.
Okay.
Kappa Pride up in here.
Have a pride worldwide.
Anybody else have any thoughts on this quote unquote boring character that nobody cares about other than Rad?
She just kind of happened in Soul Calibur 3, which is the one I played probably the second
Shade.
most. I'm just like, I don't know why that chick got picked over anybody else, you know?
There's
Figured
gonna
they'd
be-
pick like Setsuka or something.
But there's gonna be
listen.
more people coming out, right? Or that's it.
No, there's
I don't know.
Supposedly, one of the DLC characters coming is Cassandra.
Mm,
Cassandra. I could rock with that one.
But she's DLC.
Nice. Moving on to Tekken 7, unless anybody else have any thoughts that I missed.
No, go ahead.
We're good. Tekken 7, Negan and Julia were released. Has anybody touched them? What do they think of them?
Negan is fucking great. I finally got around to playing as him today. I love his quotes. I love his mannerisms. I especially love his stage. Like the whole character exudes personality.
That's why people love him. He's literally the biggest character in the TV show.
Like, I was obviously baffled at his reveal and inclusion, but it has absolutely paid off. His trailer is so full of self-aware Easter eggs.
Don't give me shit. Well, ask me for shit.
The idea of Negan, like, threatening Harada to, you had better include me in the same pack as Julia, you hear me? That shit was so funny.
You're gonna include me to the next pack, right, Harada?
You're not like one of them people that do the shit where you release characters one at a time. But Negan's good. I'm sure Julia's fine, but Negan is the star among those two.
Do me a favor, guys. Keep talking about Negan and Julia for a bit. I'm gonna check something real quick.
Alright.
Oh my goodness.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Hot diggity dog.
does he actually say hot diggity dog? Holy shit.
What car? Wait, no, that's
Maybe I'll start playing Tekken finally.
Yeah. Like that was one of the characters that got me to mess around with the game again. I'll probably go back soon. It's just other things are on my mind.
I'm not much of a 3D fighter person.
Screw up, Captain.
I'm real bad at Tekken. At
When is
Tekken.
Alex
So.
and Roger coming back? Oh wait.
When's a Bloody Roar making the comeback finally, you know?
When
No, so
Konami
far
stops
making a
being
comeback.
awful.
We need Catfight HD.
I got a better question. When is Street Fighter making a comeback?
6,
I mean,
hopefully.
it already happened in 2016 and in 2009.
Oh, you mean the better game 4?
Oh hell yeah!
It's all about that 3
Yeah.
minute third strike. Don't
So
see
has
it.
anyone here even touched Julia?
All right.
At
I'm
all?
back.
No, I haven't.
I
I know I
wish.
haven't grabbed season 2 yet.
Got him.
So has anyone here even played Julia at all?
Who?
Julia Chang,
Who? It's like nah.
this nice,
YouTuber?
this hot new streamer that got her way into the King of Iron Fist tournament.
No, I haven't played Tekken in a long time.
Like one of her victory poses is literally, "Hey guys, hit my subscribe button."
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's pretty good.
Basically, she's a Twitch star.
Totally. Shout out to Twitch.
King about to smash that.
I'm okay with this transformation of Julia. She was just kind of a bland Native American character otherwise.
Wasn't she like a luchador?
King smash.
I was gonna say, does she have her luchador costume available?
I haven't gone into customization,
Why you think King smashed?
Do you guys?
but
Sorry.
she's classic Julia. It seems most of her JC moves are just toned down, if not gone.
Oh, she's been saying because that's Persona.
Do you guys think Tekken's little customization thing is better than costumes? Like,
Yes and no. I would like to have costumes though, but I do like the idea of customization of my own character, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's literally a yes or no question.
Gotcha. All right. Anybody else have any thoughts on these characters before we move on to the next thing? No. All right. Evo Japan happened. DOA 6 was there. Virtual Fighter was there. I mean,
Everyone was there.
Tournament happened.
Everyone is here.
There was 2 Japanese models with.
My!
They had some nice ballistas, if I may.
Ballistas.
They were
And,
showing,
I'm gonna have to look this up for research purposes.
yeah, they were jiggling it about, spanking each other, live on stream. There was a man, Mr. Wiz, who is the head of the Evo organization. He saw that and was like, "Oh shit, can't have that." So he cut the stream. Then proceeded to tweet that the 2 ladies and the stuff that was going on the DOA 6 stream did not match up with his or the company's core values. Feels bad, man. Core values was a big meme throughout Evo Japan. What do you guys think about this?
Core values is the fucking best thing to ever happen to the FGC in God knows how long.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So,
Wow, that was just
the guy
culture
is a
shock.
beta male. He's such a beta male for saying that, to be quite honest.
Oh
My favorite part
man.
is when Bass, keeps power bombing Neo Tengu in an interesting position, by the way.
Jesus.
Oh damn! I thought you guys had more to say about it.
There's nothing more to really say about it. The fact that wasn't even screened at all, and you know the series history, you had to know the Japanese marketing was going to be very different, because it seems that the Japanese market and the American publisher, one hand does not wash the other.
Yeah.
Producer Shimbori, I think his name is, was talking about how we're trying to tone down the sexuality of Dead or Alive 6, and then you put on this show. Advertise your game.
Yeah, but I feel like Mr. Wiz should have known. It's like you got a mud wrestling competition, and you get scared that they got dirty.
You got an average PGS panel with very attractive women presenting your fighting game that was popularized due to very attractive women.
You know, sometimes I feel like that whole thing, it was just like a marketing tool, because like afterwards people are like, "Oh, I'm buying 10 copies of this game now because of this shit." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I know, right? That seems a little suspect, to be quite honest.
Yeah, seemed to work to Koei Tecmo's favor, to be honest.
Yeah, it really did.
But I don't know. Anybody else have any thoughts on core values?
I think it's just questionable, because Wiz has done all sorts of stupid shit with this tournament in the past, so I don't know why, like, titty litties are the problem. Because, like, he switched games from 2 to 3 to 3 to 5 mid-tournament. That's pretty fucked up.
If it weren't for this incident, it would probably be at EVO Japan next year.
Oh yeah.
Feels bad, man.
There's also, like, the whole Skullgirls thing, which is pretty fucked up, too, so...
What happened with Skullgirls?
You don't know about the whole charity drive story back in 2013?
No.
Let me regale you with why Skullgirls players hate EVO so much. So, like, back in 2013, Mr. Wiz announced there'd be 9 games at EVO. 8 were picked, and then the last one was going to be determined by a charity drive, like with 2 years ago when Marvel 3 got in, right? But basically, it went down to Smash Brothers Melee and Skullgirls getting the most money, and Melee ended up winning that, unfortunately, cursing us to 5 years of Melee at EVO. And after that happened, Mr. Wiz was like, well, if there was going to be another game at EVO, it would be Skullgirls. And then, like, the next day, he's like, oh, yeah, there is another game at EVO, and it's going to be Injustice.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
Injustice announced out of nowhere.
And plus, Injustice was in the charity drive, too, and it made, like, $50. So everyone was like, pardon? So if you're ever curious as to why Skullgirl players do not care about EVO, that's why. Because they got screwed like that.
Was it Injustice 1?
Yeah, Injustice 1.
Okay.
No wonder Mike Z is fucking always upset on Twitter.
I don't blame him, man.
No, Mike Z is upset on Twitter regardless.
That's true. Shout out to Mike Z. Anybody else have any thoughts?
Good luck with Indivisible or whatever you're working on.
Ooh,
The platformer.
That RPG thing?
oh, psych now.
How long has that been in development now?
Forever.
It's been in development since 2014,
not as long as you
right?
think.
Really?
I swear, like I saw some dinosaurs outside when it got announced.
Damn.
God damn it.
Anyways, let's talk about the Evo USA lineup, shall we?
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I am rubbing my hands together for this one.
Yeah.
Best lineup
fuck
in years.
Give me them
off
games.
Melee.
All right.
Fuck off Melee. Get it out of my
So,
face.
First
Thank
off,
God.
we got Shrek Smash.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a good
Oh
one.
yes.
Red
Shrek
Riding
Super
Hood
Slam.
fan, right?
Woo.
Yeah.
No, donkey all day.
Finally,
What's wrong
Mr.
with you?
Wizard letting the community shine.
Everyone rumored, no one believed.
But you see, it's true.
Alright.
Shrek Super Slam.
Yeah, Shrek Super Slam. That's my game.
Yeah.
Here's
Get
the
your
actual,
crumpet dashing tech raider ready.
Here's the actual lineup. We have Tekken 7. You know, no shock here.
The classic.
No shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5. No shock. That
I
makes
see.
No. Yeah, that makes sense.
one of the big ones. Blaze Blue, Tag.
I see.
Yay.
Now see, I would say I'm kind of shocked, but the fact that that game is still going to be getting DLC and an arcade release probably means it's going to get a nice little resurgence. So,
Nice.
hindsight, I should have seen it coming.
Should have seen it coming. All right. Smash Ultimate. No surprise here, I think.
No surprises.
No surprise.
Yep.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z somehow made its way there.
No
even though-
surprises.
No
Yep.
surprise.
I'm kind of surprised because the whole debacle.
Oh, that's right. I actually forgot about it for a second.
Yeah.
Harada saved the game. What are you
I don't
talking
think it was
Harada
that big of a deal.
Saved anime.
Everybody else thought it was a big deal. They were all like ranting and raving.
Well, welcome to the internet, Reapers.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you
Harada's
know what's
like,
going
"Listen
on.
here." Harada's like,
I know, I
"I'm in
followed
charge."
too, but like nothing really seemed to change, so I don't really think it was that big of a deal at the end of the day.
Right. Next up, Soul Calibur 7. I don't think that's a shock.
6.
Soul
Six.
Calibur 7. Like,
Oh shit.
so.
Did I miss?
We're
did I miss-
skipping a whole
Did I miss
release.
something?
Fuck 6. We're at 7 now. Yeah, 6. Correction. Soul Calibur 6.
Soul Calibur 6. Yeah, man.
6.
Soul Calibur values.
All
All
the Europeans are going to come in and clean our clocks. Can't wait.
Next up is a game that people are surprised of because core values MK11.
Let's go.
Saw a lot of people in the chat talking about, oh, why do you guys talk about core values or DOA 6, but you allow gore and shit in MK11?
I find it funny because at the start of every top 8, they have the little disclaimer that, put the kids to bed. This shit's about to get real violent.
Yeah.
So it's not like they've completely ignored the violence. They flat out warn you.
Why
There's
don't they
gonna
do
be
that with
violence.
DOA? It's like, oh, this is about to get a little sexual.
Yeah.
things might get a little hot in here, so you might want to keep your kids out of here and your
Yeah.
wives.
If you haven't told your kids about the birds and the bees, then you might want to get them out of there.
Now they actually know. Let them play DOA.
Especially when Devorah sends the bees at you and they bite your face
Oh,
off.
Brandon.
Not the bees.
Not in Japan.
All right.
Not-
Next game is going to be Samurai Showdown. That's going to be pretty cool.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 No kidding.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Now, in a way, this was
Mhm.
probably. I'm sure people were shocked that Samurai Showdown was included. This was probably a torch pass because King of Fighters 14 was at Evo, and it's stepping aside for the next SNK title.
Mhm.
I'm very hyped for this potential Samurai Showdown tournament. The field is wide open for that one. Anybody could win it.
Yes.
Even me.
Even you.
No, if I ever run an Evo, man, the world's gonna end like the next day.
All you
That's
have to
I'm
do is
saying.
announce Charlotte, and I'll land
Yes.
my tickets.
I think she's confirmed. I'm not really sure though.
She's semi-confirmed. She just hasn't been featured yet. I'm sure it's a lock.
Oh,
We're getting Guido though. That's the
oh, yeah,
question.
no gameplay for her yet. So yeah.
No core values problems for Samurai Showdown, even though there's blood and decapitation, I think.
And it's not
Yeah,
out
don't
yet.
worry about it.
Is that allowed in Japan? I heard that they don't do decapitation and gore like that.
It's more just they don't like the gory details all that much.
Oh, so it's probably gonna be like a fade to
because
black
of
and white.
their censor board or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, they don't allow penis and vagina either. It's like blurred out all the time.
That's just how their genitals look, Reapers. Don't judge.
Yeah.
They need to get that checked.
I do have an eventual feeling they're gonna do like in a way they'll do with Samurai Showdown 5 Special. Like they'll probably put it behind DLC or as a free update. Hey, in certain moves you could cut people's head off uncensored if you want.
Oh, so like a Blood Pack DLC for Total War. I get you.
Yeah, why not?
Anyways, we're gonna talk about the last game, and it is Smash Brothers Melee, obviously. Wait,
I mean, it was expected, but
hold
wait,
on.
what?
Wait, someone has entered the ring. Who is
It's
this?
Guilty Gear.
It's the new Guilty Gear.
Here comes a new challenger.
What?
Destroying Melee out of the ring. We have Under Night in birth taking its place. Melee is dead. I can confirm, ladies and gentlemen, Melee is
Crab
ceased
rape,
to
everybody.
exist. Yes.
Boy.
Your nostrils.
Thanos
That-
has snapped his fingers and Melee has turned to dust.
Thanos
Thanos
is
is
choking.
enemy.
Oh
Your
my
nostrils
god.
are
Melee
safe,
is
people.
gone.
Thanos
The
is
Really
Twitter salt
good
on that
that-
was
Wait,
amazing.
did someone say your nostrils is safe now?
Yeah, it's me. I said that.
No, they still smell
Really
an ultimate.
good for the Undernight crowd to make it to the EVO main stage. If you ask me, the core values incident we were talking about, that probably killed Dead or Alive 6, and they probably spent like a week gambling for a 9th game, and Wiz threw his hands up and tossed a dart at the board, and it landed on Undernight.
Should have landed on Infinite, to be honest.
Should have landed on
Where's
Dong
Capcom?
Dong Never Die.
You just
should have landed on Capcom All Stars.
Should have landed on Capcom Fighting Jam.
Anyways, as you guys may or may not have guessed, the smell.
I'm never gonna let Dong Dong go. I love that game. It's so stupid, but I love it.
Mario's a goddamn Akuma clone. It's so stupid.
Mario is a raging demon.
Yay!
Anyways,
Guys, if you've never played Dong Dong or looked at
Oh,
anything
it's-
related to it, play it because it's god tier.
after the news was out, there was a volcanic eruption of smell that came rushing into the earth as people from the Melee community were in an uproar. They were
So-
upset.
So what happened was Melee was Buttercup bitching at Professor Utonium, saying, "I'm not gonna take a bath, and if you don't like it, throw me out."
Throws
Okay.
her out.
Mr. Wiz threw him out. That's what
I'm pretty sure
happened.
that was a clip on Kappa that I posted
Yes.
at some point. It was perfect.
Someone made that
I
meme.
saw that
Good-
clip and it's so
Good
good.
lord, the Twitter salt I saw was just
Yeah, there was reports of like a
Amazing.
green haze outside after the announcement for some reason, but then we came to find out that people were in an uproar. Smelly people came out of their huts, the little rooms, their
Yeah,
little
you can smell them.
closets. Yeah, you can smell them, and they were quite upset, saying, "Why is Melee getting taken out? Who plays Under Night in Birth anymore?"
We
What
all
about
do
us?
now.
Yeah, we all
I mean,
do.
I do.
I
I
just
don't
bought
know
it.
what that is.
I
Can
picked
someone
it.
clue me in?
Under Night in Birth is a fighting game by the Japanese company French Bread that is very, very good.
Oh, okay.
It's $20 on PSN right now.
Wait, that's a
That-
French
That's
game?
a
No, it's Japanese. The team's just called French Bread.
that's a game that's worth you $20.
Yes.
Now you see, that game was my response to cross tag at launch. Oh man.
Yeah. So, people are quite upset.
Upsweat.
Upsweat.
Sweat.
Up sweat.
I'm
well,
not
I
wrong
mean, it's
either.
the Melee community.
Yeah,
They
no.
smell.
The accidental pun is the best.
People were upset.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Melee is a very old game, and Evo and fighting games are all about out with the old and in with the new.
Marvel's Capcom 3, anybody? That game has been around forever, and people still play it.
Me included.
Even though they hated on it when it came out.
I know, right?
On Marvel 3?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
hated on it.
Yeah.
They hated the.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I
Virgil.
don't
that.
remember.
They hated Dante. They hated
Virgil
a lot.
wasn't in Vanilla Marvel 3,
No,
though.
I'm talking about like.
You know who
Ultimate too.
was? Dark Phoenix.
People. There were
Dark
characters
Phoenix
that
as
were
well,
broken.
Doctor Doom. Dr. Doom,
Yeah,
Wesker, I
that's-
believe.
That's called playing Marvel, man. You just gotta deal with the busted stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Or
tell
Marvel
that to
2
the new
with-
generation.
Babies.
Hey, man.
Listen, when you kids play against fucking vanilla Dark Phoenix, you can come complain to me about broken characters, alright? I dealt with that shit. I played Hagar, and I dealt with that shit,
Can't
okay?
control it.
Get out of my city.
I played
Hagar
Ghost Rider
Powder.
and I was trash. So
But yeah, there's this shiny new Smash game that is probably going to break the maximum number of entrants in EVO history,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to dedicate our time towards that. And Melee had 6 years for a decade-old fighting game. It had its time in the sunset, and now it can ride off to like the Big House, Genesis, Apex.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be fine.
No, they're not. There's
No one wants
suicidal
to-
people on suicide watch right now. Actually,
Even
No
though I'm sure many of Melee's top players have retired from singles like Armada.
go ahead, Hades.
Because no one wants to be renting these CRTs anymore. They just take
Yeah.
up too much space, okay?
Yeah,
Damn.
that's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
Then I have a teeny little bone to pick with Evo here right now, okay? Smash got a send-off video, right? I didn't imagine that.
Mhm.
It absolutely did. It got a Melee has had its run. Here's a video detailing the great memories that Melee brought us.
Why did Marvel not get a fucking send-off video? We were there for
This is
almost...
Nintendo, that's why.
We've been there for like 2 decades almost,
The
and we
answer to
didn't
that
get a...
is quite simple, to be honest. Marvel
Ain't-
players aren't babies, and Melee players are babies, so you want to make sure you pacify the babies with the video.
I mean, like,
Also,
we're
you
there.
can't-
We're like the founding members of that shit.
Also,
That and
you
Guilty
can't-
Gear didn't
you
get a
can't
send-off.
send off a franchise if your games aren't dead.
It's true.
Yeah,
Rip
so
me.
I think
They've
knew-
only been rumoring about Marvel vs. Capcom 4 for a year now.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that dream to die.
Yeah, I don't know why the Gold Cup. Guys, the best thing you're gonna get is like a new Capcom All Stars game.
No, but the guy from
Yes.
Capcom headquarters said Capcom's back. He said that. I saw it. There was a video.
Yeah.
He did say that, but it was about
Yes.
everything that wasn't the fighting game division.
No, you don't know that. We
That's
don't know
facts.
that.
Hold on.
I don't know.
That's facts.
How crazy is it that their fighting game division is now the weak link?
I hope they know that, and I hope they fix it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but we'll
That's what we're all
get to
hoping.
the Capcom stuff.
Because, dude, you're doing so well in the single player. You have to look at what's the dead weight and say, hey, let's fix this. But I don't know.
Hey, do not be surprised if they're gonna stop doing fighting games.
I just remembered the fucking
Ball.
MVC3 Maximum. Oh, I fucking missed that shit.
When you start up training mode,
Yeah.
maximum.
It's
Fuck
so
yeah, Marvel 3 for life.
good. Anybody else have any thoughts on Melee being taken out?
It sucks ass. Let it die.
No,
Rest in peace.
will do.
Good.
Next company.
You are no longer forcing me into the status of lunch break. Thank you.
Now nobody can.
It's a long lunch break.
You're all free now.
Right.
What? I eat lunch and I get the itis and I nap for about 2 hours and then boom, Tekken's on.
2 hours, you need another 2.
Same.
Melee top 8s
I'm-
go on for 4 at
I'm
least.
good with watching Smash Brothers not have like Jigglypuff win.
Yeah.
The
So-
internet will be regularly clean, It won't
Anyways,
smell bad.
you guys ready to
Maybe
go
I
to the
won't
next company?
smell the community through my computer.
Any chores? Anybody got any more things they want to say, or can I switch over to the next company? All right, Marxus.
Only.
Did you guys hear about the new Fate, which is Arcana Hearts? You guys hear about that?
How
Hell yeah, I
the
did.
fuck did people think that was Senran Kagura? It's pink, you morons! It's Arcana Hearts!
Who?
It's the Asuka Yumi voice clip, I think, threw most of us off, to be honest.
Oh, that. Oh.
This confirms to me that every single Fate that's going to be in this game is a game that, at one point or another, was published by Arc System Works.
Right. That's not.
Probably, yeah.
Is that a good thing?
I think that it helps people temper their expectations for this game, which was no doubt a low budget title.
So this should have just been called Arxis All-Star Battle.
I mean, they don't own Ruby.
I mean, you can't do
That's true.
that when you don't have Guilty Gear.
I was
Not
about to
yet.
say, they would have had to add Guilty Gear.
Yet.
There might be 3 more fates coming after all. So,
But I'm happy Heart's in the game. That finally a character that I can actively play and not break my fingers trying to learn more of the advanced stuff.
what are you playing, Naoto Kuragane or something?
Play the both Naotos.
Now 2. That's the new team.
Now, the now two.
And then if you bring in Weiss from Arcana Heart, you can get twice as a team.
Who were the other characters aside from Heart?
Teddy, Seth, and oh crap,
Yeah.
who was it?
Seth
And
Oh,
Naoto.
that's right.
Teddy,
Yeah.
Seth, Naoto Kuragane.
Like I knew there was one that I was just forgetting.
Teddy's bat is on his fucking heavy punch button, and I'm so upset about it. I can't believe it.
What's wrong with that?
It's gigantic.
Oh,
Have you never played Persona 4 Arita?
I have, but
Oh,
it's been a long time.
Finally,
Oh
a
my
Persona
God.
character not named Mitsuru or Narukami.
Hey, no disrespect Mitsuru now.
Yeah, don't
Hold on.
disrespect
Fight over
the
this
Ice
bitch.
Queen.
Yeah,
There's
she's
that
already
one.
top tier. We don't need to talk about her anymore.
Top tier in my heart. One of
Okay,
them.
here we go.
One of them.
Talk about the best.
Mitsuru is top tier. What are you
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
Naoto's up there too with me.
Naoto's really strong in that game too. Look at this shit though. I swear to God, that's the fucking hitbox
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
The giant bat.
It's gonna get
That's a normal.
gonna get-
That is a normal.
gonna get nerfed into a chopstick.
No, it isn't.
Yeah. People said that about Mitsuru's DP.
But they,
Oh God.
It's the same shit it was
they
in
would never
2011.
dare touch the Ice Queen.
She's just as unfun to fight as she was in P4A. But I guess I played Kanji back then too, so my life is just suffering.
All right. Anybody have any more thoughts on the Arcana Hearts fate thingy?
There's another fate coming
There
too.
was another
Yeah.
one at
Another
the end
one.
of that trailer.
What do you
A
guys think it
light
is?
blue. I can tell you exactly what it is, and you
Yeah.
can quote me on this later.
Blue Man
Okay,
Group?
let's go.
I wish.
Chaos Code is coming to Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
I don't even know what it is.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
Chaos
Yes.
Code is a game developed by FK Digital. They've done a bunch of Japanese indie fighting games. Nobody remembers the short-lived Super Cosplay Wars Ultra. That's one they were responsible for. Chaos Code is quite niche, but it has a fun cast of characters, and it's kind of like it's a 4-button whatever thing. It's
Yes.
very anime, but it's pretty good for what it is. But
Main
I
character
assure
looks
you,
cool.
that's going to be the 6th title. It's just a matter of who they're going to choose.
Okay.
I think that's the big question for any of those other franchises.
Celia.
Damn.
Who are they even going to pick for Arcana Heart if they're going to pick anybody?
I
Because
don't
I'm
even
looking
know
at
who's in
these
that game.
characters.
I don't even know
Art.
about that game.
I'll get you the-
Saki, Petra.
Here,
Oh,
there's
who's
the wiki for
who's the
it.
most popular character in that game, in the series?
All right. I like the vampire chicken. The front left.
Vampire chicken.
Yeah, vampire chicken. They got. Is that Etna from fucking this guy on the right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, I'll take both of them. The dark skinned girl with the pink hair in the back there, I'll take that one too.
Reaper's at a slave
how
market
I
right now. I'll
see
take
it.
that one and that one.
Anybody with short hair
Here's
that
how I
looks good.
see it. We're all thinking that there's going to be more to come for the Arcana Heart side. I don't think that's the case.
You think that's
I think that I Know Heart is going to be the one and only. And I hope to be wrong on that.
I think they won't do any more Ruby people, but that's about
Yeah,
it for
yeah,
me.
Ruby's done.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I don't need to fucking hear Miles Luna's goddamn voice in my fighting game, okay? I'm tired of it.
You can switch to Japanese, right? Voices.
Yeah, but that does if your opponent picks English, you have to listen to their
Yeah,
fucking
you're
shit.
fucked.
It's unfortunate.
Bastards.
Because all y'all fucks won't switch Ruby's voice to Japanese, and I hate you for it.
Bastards.
Good.
I still need to get that game. How much is the game right now?
It's going on sale on the 15th for $20, I think.
But you still need to get the season pack thingy or whatever.
You sure do.
Probably is. That'll probably be on sale too, I think.
Motherfucker. Alright.
Damn it. Also, like... Okay, here we go. Jesus. I've been trying to find this fucking image for like 5 minutes now, and I'm so dumb. If you look at this... This is something only people have theorized, but like... People are theorizing there'll be 3 more fates to make it into a big diamond.
That that would make sense, but I don't know if they have that many franchises to throw around.
I've heard Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax has been getting tossed around a lot.
They don't own it. That's Sega.
I
So
heard
unless they get
Hatsune
nice,
Miiko's
unless they
in
get
there.
nice with Sega after the Persona thing, but even then they didn't develop it.
I heard
Sega.
Yakuza's in there too.
If I can get Akira Yuki in this game, that would just be like
We
Yes!
are totally getting Sengoku Basara cross characters.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anybody else
What
have any
else?
thoughts? Sorry, they were done.
I was gonna say, what other Arx's fighting games I don't know about? Rad knows
Yes.
way more than me. I have to.
There is
ask.
one.
That's like
There
Guilty
is
Gear.
one, and I don't think there's any chance they're going to use it. Long ago, Arxis developed an HD fighting game called Battle Fantasia.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, you can go look that up. It's probably the Arxis answer to Street Fighter mechanics-wise, but it's this fantasy-looking world with like all the regal-looking characters and such.
It looks like Tactics Ogre.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea they're going for with it.
It looks whimsical. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That's a big word.
I would be surprised if Arxis decided to dig deep. But,
You know, we get that League of Legends
the
fate.
deeper the better for this game.
Anybody else have any thoughts before I move on?
Nah.
Speaking of other Arxis games, Granblue got a trailer. Did anybody see the trailer? And what do you guys think of the trailer?
Yeehaw! Lowine is being added to Granblue Fantasy Versus,
Who?
and he's bringing the bros with him.
I don't know. What any
I
of these
recently
characters
got into this game because of the fighting game announcement, so I'm somewhat in the know now. God damn it!
It's a card game, ain't it?
It is a mobile RPG type thing.
Hmm.
are. Sounds like Rad's gonna be our Granblue correspondent. That's pretty good.
It's unfortunate. I have a group of friends that are just addicted to that series. So, what do you call it? Osmosis.
Osmosis Jones? I've seen that movie.
He's one cell of a guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game still looks incredibly beautiful. That's really the first thing that came to mind when it was first revealed, because I wasn't here for the reveal and such. But they announced Lowine. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Lowine.
And Giantess, too.
He has a shit ton of assists, and there's brothers helping him fight. This character is going to be the trickiest shit.
Let me get that.
Yeah, and the Giantess too. Whatever.
She was the first thing that popped up on Kappa. Okay, everyone's like, "Yo, Giantess is in. Let's get him
So
there."
I have a question for the developers of this game.
All right, they're listening.
Where is Vera? And whose appendage do I have to pleasure to get Vera into this game?
Oof. I wish I knew anything about this series.
Same.
Either Vera or Zeta. Either of them would work.
Granblue. Oh, it's Vo with an I. My mistake. Google.
We don't know about it. They're looking at
Start
you and they're
posting
like,
characters. Come on, toss us some softballs and we'll react. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can see why you want Vera.
So this game is going to be at Evo 2020. I guarantee it.
Probably, yeah.
Because people are mentioning that, the Evo games are only selected because the publisher paid the Evo guys money.
It's true.
Games has enough money to buy a third world country.
It's possible.
Granblue
Yes.
Fantasy Versus is going to be at Evo. I guarantee it. You guys better start training up.
No,
All right,
I'm not
I'll do
playing
it.
this game.
You gotta get in there with that fat French bread money too, man.
Yeah, all of it.
I have $3.
Yep.
Persona 5 Arena died for this.
I think it actually did. I think the director
Garbage.
said this game takes priority, and then we'll work on the next Persona project afterwards.
Trash.
Oh boy.
That does make me sad, but what are you
Makes me
gonna do?
upset. Quite upset, actually.
Just go play Smash. Joker's gonna be in it. Don't worry.
No.
I can't be upset at the developers because they're not here, but I can get upset at Rad because he is here.
He's gonna take it out on you. You guys are gonna have another first to 5.
God damn it.
Except in the streets this time, not Street Fighter.
Actual Street Fighter. Anyways, anybody else have any thoughts on Granblue? What's so grand about it?
I don't know.
It's not even grand, it's just Granblue.
What's so blue about it?
It's the ship that everybody's on. It's a grand ship.
The Grand Tour?
It's all blue.
They can do whatever they want.
Is the world like built on a ship? Is that the lore?
Everybody, you travel from world to world on a giant ship.
Okay.
There's an anime. I saw like most of it, but it got boring near the end.
Yeah. Anime's not that great.
Yeah.
They got a second season out of it. I don't know how or why.
They had the
Probably
money.
had enough support.
Because they have the money to pay platinum and then throw them out when they're done with them.
It's like, hey, we have enough, so.
All right. This next company, I'll throw this out to my NetherRealm correspondents. Got a lot of MK characters that were released, shown. I didn't write down who, so you guys tell me who was released and shown, and what do you guys think of that?
Aaron Black was elite.
Yes.
Frost was elite.
Wait, leaks?
Yes.
Big leak.
Yeah. There's a lot of leaks. There was a leaker that literally.
Oh god damn it! I was over at NetherRealm Studios. I knew I should have turned off the sync.
I wonder who's gonna be fired.
That's how we found out about Hydro.
Oh,
Hydro, I remember him.
The most damning thing about it is that there was a story trailer released a week ago, and when what's her name, the Time Girl Chronica, was talking to Shao Kahn, and you see this like blue-looking Nightcrawler elf.
Oh
That's
yeah,
Shao Kahn,
That's
Collector.
the Collector.
It's
He's right on the character select screen. There is. I find that screenshot very hard to debunk.
Hold on.
Jackie's there, Cassie's there.
Basically, the only person that wasn't confirmed was Noob Sabat.
Actually, Noob was confirmed. There was actual.
I mean, like shown in that trailer. That's what I mean.
But yeah,
the
this
Reddit is just filled with
memes.
People whining about rain.
You need to look at that real quick, Hades.
It's the rain memes.
The problem with making a Mortal Kombat game is that it has a lot of fan favorites. A lot of said fan favorites are probably going to be left on the cutting room floor.
So far, no Ermac, no Reptile, no Melina. I'm fine with all that shit.
All DLC.
No cool combat kids.
Can you fucking put in Fujin? Like, come on.
Who?
What's Cicada at? Like, seriously.
Yeah, that too. That kind of irked me a bit.
There's a lot of characters that were missing since MK9.
Would you say Cicada?
No, Cicada.
The cicadas cry.
Oh, no Kenshi.
Damn it, you beat me to the joke.
No Kenshi either. That just reminded me of that.
Kenshi couldn't find his way to the game.
No
got
3-era characters.
He's bird boxing it.
Except for Frost, for some bitch-ass reason. I don't know why.
Hey, I'm happy with that one. Queen Frost over here.
Because the development team heard people get hype for Frost cameo in X and then decided, oh shit, we should probably cancel all our dinner plans. Gotta put Frost in MK11.
Well,
I got hype for Rain too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure people got hype for Fujin in MKX.
Who?
Not as much for Frost.
I have to deal with Leatherface. Thanks.
Fresh.
Look,
Yeah,
I've
noticed Negan isn't in this lineup.
He'd be a good choice, no joke.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna get Carl.
I want to see how Katana looks when they really.
Kitana's in the story trailer.
Yeah.
It's her NetherRealm looking self.
She might also be Khan of Outworld at some point in this game.
Because a lot of be just.
Because a lot of the intros that have been like showing up seem to give out like spoilery stuff, and I'm not sure if they're like 100% true or not.
Oh, there's time travel here, so we'll see.
Yeah,
like, younger,
yeah.
Because
they got young Liu Kang and red blue Raiden.
Yeah, because Cassie says to Raiden at a point like, "Trusting you cost me mom," which would seem to imply Sonya dies. And Raiden in an intro with Baraka, I think, says Kitana Khan would not be pleased with your actions. So it's like Kitana become Khan of Outworld.
Boy,
No,
that
wait.
would be poetry.
Speaking of
Okay.
speaking of intros, I saw one with Cassie and Scorpion, and she's like, can I say it just this once? And Scorpion's like, only if you wish to suffer. And then Cassie's like, get over here.
Yeah.
I
So
thought it was silly.
everything I've seen with the footage of MK11 that's not revolving around gameplay elements, this game has so much style, especially the character that was recently revealed, Johnny Cage.
I've watched Johnny Cage's trailer like 10
Goodness.
times now.
He's going to be the best part of the story. That's not a spoiler. That is
We
fact.
got 2 of them.
I like that in that trailer, the past version of himself is using IMDb to look himself
Yeah,
up
he's
in the
looking at his
future.
own IMDb. Oh.
He's got the ninja mime parry. Oh my god.
Yes.
The meme
Yes.
has ascended into a movie.
So I think there's footage out there of one of his mid-match win poses where he's just flipping the bird. It's like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he's got
Johnny Cage is gonna be the best.
He's got the best intros. Oh, it's
His
so good.
fatality where he uppercuts their heads off and then suddenly they do a fucking retake of it.
It's clearly a reference to that old glitch where he decapitates you 3 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then they went one step further with it.
Mhm.
They made it real in canon.
And then I've been in the future for 1 hour and I've not seen one jetpack. One.
Not one. This game's gonna be a love letter. I am
And,
so looking forward to the story mode of this.
Two of
It's
my
gonna
favorite,
be it's gonna be shit ass bonkers, and I'm getting my fucking popcorn for it.
2 of my favorite intros of his are between a mirror match, and they clearly reference Austin Powers. He's like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
are sexy. We are sexy bitches. This is goddamn ridiculous. And then between him and Cassie, and he's like, Grandma Carlton told you my secret? Johnny Pee Pants? It happened one time. One!
Yeah, yeah. I love the sense of humor in this game. This game is going to be as comedic as it is gory. And
I can't
it's-
wait.
it's
I
no
have my
secret.
pre-order ready.
I'm not making it a secret. MKX is my favorite fighting game of this generation. I didn't think the bar could be raised any higher.
Oh, we got to wait until the game actually comes up before you say that. Because so far, I am 50-50 on MK11's gameplay changes. It seems like this seems like it's very basic comparison to X and 9. That's just my opinion, of course.
When's Striker? That's the real question.
Yeah, seriously. They're doing
Nah,
so awesome.
Serena.
God,
I unironically
Be
want
back shit.
Striker
I
really
hate that
badly.
Hades wants all the shit
Where's Smoke?
characters.
I
swear.
want all the
Yeah,
best
Striker is
characters.
Every
No,
fucking game.
no.
Listen, okay? Let me pitch you what I saw on Instagram. Okay, John
Who's that?
Cena posted a picture of Curtis Striker. Do you not want John Cena as
No,
Curtis
I
Striker?
want to see the character. We already have Reptile.
I'm hearing people say shit characters, but no one mention of why isn't Lee May in this game?
Oh,
Damn.
Because she's
Our
Lee
chick.
May was a cameo in MKX. I'm sure people are scratching their heads. Are like, who?
yeah.
3D era
That's the
character.
name of
I know,
this
like
podcast.
Yeah, a
that
lot
character.
of 3D era characters are absent in Mortal
But
Kombat now.
hey,
It's insane.
remember her from Deadly Alliance? A shit game?
Yes, she was one of the best parts of that shit game.
Ugh.
No, the best parts of Deadly
Deadly Alliance
Alliance
wasn't
was
that
Quan
bad.
Chi's fatality. Duh.
the next stretch.
No, it's
Mocap
bad.
was the best.
It's bad.
Deadly Alliance.
There's a lot of 3D era characters that are getting left out, but it's like
There's only so much. There's only so much roster.
Nah,
I
you
could
add
think of
everybody.
literally 2 that might work well.
Fujin, and I don't care who else.
Meat.
Smoke.
Hotaru and what was that bitch's name?
Havoc.
Ashra?
Ashra?
Yeah,
Okay.
Ashra. I almost said Aishi.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I want Ashra back. 'Cause that was one of my main characters I played in on Deception.
No, we need
Yes.
Bo Raicho. We need to fart on people again.
Oh.
Cobra's dead. I
Yeah,
can
alright.
confirm that much.
Here's something
Well, no,
that I wish
this is more
to,
combat. Remember that.
Here's something that I wish to bring up. Does anyone care that Kano's in this game?
Yes.
Honestly,
made it-
nah.
I don't like
Other
that they
than
changed
Tyler
his voice.
Lansdowne? No, not really. but he's an OG, so they're all there.
E Honda is also an OG.
They made him so more Australian now. Like, they ratcheted the Australian up to 11 in this game.
My man takes a piss before he starts whooping your ass.
I was gonna say, this man's urinating all over the battlefield.
I think Lagaya has a question.
Okay.
What about Kira and Nitara from Deception and Deadly Alliance?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Kira was gonna replace either Kano or Sonya, because she's kind of a hybrid of both. Attack, move list wise.
I think Scarlet replaced Nitara, personally.
How about Movado?
Oh, no.
Movado would be neat. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm the only one that's gonna avoid using.
You're lying.
Because, you know, the person playing it, so...
I just don't want to play Sonya because I don't want to listen to Rousey's voice acting.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
It's Ronda Rousey. I'm not.
It's alright, man. I heard worse, honestly.
Just switch it to the Japanese.
Yeah, just switch to the Japanese.
Switch to the Japanese dub of Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Oh man,
You know,
I
I'll
would
buy the game if they have that as an option. That'd be funny.
Mortal Kombat with dual audio DLC. Get in.
Yes.
They got Kotal Khan. I like
This game. This game's gonna have Kotal Khan versus Shao Kahn in its story, and I can't wait.
Can we talk about how big my man Shao Kahn's hat is? Like,
Buzz.
that is ridiculous.
Kappa Pride. Talking about how
like
big
the
his hat
scissor,
is.
like Devil May Cry
head, man. What's
scissor
going on?
things
Shao Kahn
on his head. Like, it's ridiculous.
Khan of Outworld is determined by the biggest hat, after all.
Yes.
What's this, TF2 logic?
Yes.
Hey, look, you don't have Goro. Shao Kahn's the next big thing.
His ass is dead. He had no importance in X, like, at all.
Anybody else have any thoughts on MK11 and how the characters are coming out so far? At least reveal-wise.
I just want them to show how Liu Kang plays, and then I'm good.
They have got their work cut out for them over the next X amount of weeks. I don't think they're going to show off the entire roster before the game's out.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
they would have
with the
to
secrets.
start. They got to start doing like 2 a week, like they did last week.
All right.
Especially because Mortal Kombat is a game known for its secrets. Not any fucking more with that leak.
Let me quickly ask Lagaya, since he plays Tekken, have you played as Negan and or Julia yet on Tekken 7?
I tried both of them, and Negan's pretty fun, and so is Julia, but I don't see myself really playing them. Speaking of that, I went to a tournament yesterday where I saw one of my friends plays as Julia, and she's got a lot of neat mix-ups.
Oh, so what you're trying to say is she's bullshit. Got it.
Not really. She plays sort of the same from Tag 2.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, he just confirmed that she's broken. There you go. I'm kidding.
When Chanel picks up that character, that's probably going to be the mindset.
Oh, that's right. That dude loves on fucking Julia.
Yeah. I'll never forget the Tekken World Tour Finals with the reveal of Chanel fucking running up to the stage and hugging Harada. It's like a thank you so much, and Harada brushing him off and a please calm down. Please calm down. Don't ask me for shit.
He shoves you to the ground.
Yes.
We still ask him for shit anyways, because people still want Ganryu and other characters.
Yep.
Man, nobody wants Ganryu.
If they were going to do a season 3, I think Ganryu would probably be the first character.
Yeah, I would say he would be like right in the middle of the season.
I'm sure Harada will give you guys the gonorrhea, whatever.
Ganryu.
Or Gon. Gon needs to make
girl.
a comeback.
No, Gone. It's a little Gone. Just go away.
Lil Gon.
Oh.
Is there any other fighters you're playing, Lagaya, that you want to talk about?
In terms of, well, really Tekken's the only one I'm playing.
That's what I figured.
I do want to get back into Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat 11 does look really fun to play as. From what I saw in one of the story trailers, I saw Dark Emperor Liu Kang. Spoilers: Dark Emperor Liu Kang versus his past self.
Ooh.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to see.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I want that OG Liu Kang because I don't really like dead Liu Kang.
And I do want to try and get back into Soul Calibur 6.
Mm. Okay.
But mainly Tekken's the only fighting game I'm playing. I haven't even tried Videl and Jiren and Dragon Ball Fighters.
Same. Okay. I think I can move on. I actually need a little bit of moment of silence for me to explain something here, because I'm gonna admit some fraudulent behavior on my behalf.
He didn't actually block that mix-up.
Yeah. No, I was very adamant to not ever touching another real game, especially MK, because I despise MK based on how stiff it feels. I never liked how it felt, but I absolutely always loved Johnny Cage, and seeing Johnny Cage in MK11 really made me want to buy the game. So I did tell people in my Discord, well, in the Infinite Ammo Discord, that I would never, I was like, mark my words, I will never touch this game. But here I am, you guessed it, getting ready to touch the game. So I'm going to admit that, yeah, Johnny Cage and Cassie, because Cassie's super good looking in that game, first, like, surprisingly so, they fixed her.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Ronda.
Yeah.
So
I wish they kept the short hair because that's just
Yeah,
me.
I didn't talk about Cassie at all.
But those are my reasons, just those two characters. I mean, Aaron Black, I think, is real cool, too. I don't think he looks good without the mask. I don't know if you guys agree with that.
Yeah, he looks
I prefer to keep it on, to be honest.
Yeah, he looks too
Babyface.
normal.
I haven't seen what he looked like, so
It's like in the character select screen. I think if you scroll up from the chat, you can kind of see it.
Compare it to like Mortal Kombat X, where even when he had the mask on, he had this like dark eyes, like dark and baggy eyes.
is he right next to Liu Kang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew,
Yeah.
no.
Isn't it possible that some of the stuff on that isn't complete? Because Sub-Zero doesn't have his mask on.
Yeah, the obvious theory going around is that
I don't
most
like
of these
that
characters have zero customization attached to them.
And Frost is
Hence
fucking
why
bald.
Frost is bald.
I was about to say, because, like, fucking
And my man Kano's got mutton chops.
Aaron Black just looks like a healed Freddy Krueger.
man, I can't wait for
He's got a little sniper rifle scope on his rifle now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I
Sniping
am admitting to being a fraud live on this podcast and on the YouTube video that will be out. So yes, I am a fraud. I will be possibly picking up this game if it continues to pique my interest. No promises though. But yeah, that's.
Is there a
that's
music cue for that? Or
No, I don't have that set up.
What should it be though?
Some Celine Dion song. I don't know.
There's nothing.
I do have a question though about this character select screen though.
Mhm.
The characters that have no portrait but have their names are let's see. So I see Jax. I'm guessing NOO is gonna be Noobs Cybot.
No,
Yes,
No!
I think it actually stands
Which is
for
my reaction to
no
Noob
rank.
Saibot being in this game. No!
Yes.
Kitana,
Yes.
Shakira.
JOH,
Shakira.
I think that's Johnny.
Yeah, that'd be Johnny.
and then SHA.
Shakira.
That's Shao Kahn.
Shang Tsung.
Well, yeah,
Shang Tsung.
yeah,
People are
that
saying
might be Shao
Shang
Kahn's
Yeah, that might be
son.
Shao Kahn. There's no way Shang Tsung.
It could be either or, to be honest.
Right.
Only take Shang Tsung if they get the guy who played him in the movie. That's the
Shang
only way.
Tsung.
Was this Gary something?
He would probably be Kane.
Soulless mind.
And if Shang Tsung was in the game, he'll probably be either DLC
Yo.
or unlock him through story, just like Shinnok with MKX.
And Molina
Yeah.
allegedly in this game.
And
I think that's been
Quan
debunked.
Chi and MK9.
Dang.
What, the Molina debunk?
I think.
Yo, man,
Under the
Melina
red.
fans
I'm
are
not
on fire right now.
Oh my god, they are the worst on Twitter.
Melina
Oh.
is debunked. Bye, Felicia.
Damn.
Damn.
Is that pre-order canceled?
No, that pre-order's back on. Fuck Melina.
Like you
hate
doubled down
Molina.
on the pre-order?
I like Jade. Jade was
It's pre-ordered 2 copies now.
Yeah.
Speaking of Felicia,
Jade was my lady.
You know, the girl that voiced Felicia in the Spider-Man PS4 game is Cassie.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that's right. Cassie got a new voice.
That's right.
A bunch of people did.
Pretty sure Scorpion does.
Yeah,
Pretty
Patrick
sure
Stevens
Scorpion
doesn't do Scorpion anymore, and that's pretty sad, to be honest.
Yeah.
That really is because
okay.
he didn't know what's happening.
Just mess with the voice box and then you're good. Just do it deep
Yeah.
and shit.
People said it's Kevin Conroy, and I'm like,
there
nah.
be voice-based
I
options.
wish it was Batman, honestly.
I'm Batman.
Anyways,
Well, I
that's
mean,
me admitting
the
my
Joker.
fraudulence.
Yeah,
The Joker
Fraudulence.
is Raiden.
You
I'll
know what's the funny part about this? I guarantee you, this game is a test work to Injustice 3.
Oh,
Well, I mean, that's
I
how...
mean, Injustice 2 was test work for MK11.
Exactly.
That's why there are so many MK people in there.
Yeah, it's like that's
Yeah.
how it is.
A trash one and a good one. Get Sub-Zero out of my face and Raiden.
No.
You guys
Oh,
ready
wait, hold on,
to
man.
switch?
Don't disrespect freaking Sub-Zero in it. He's boss in that game.
No Static Shock. You know, we got Raiden instead. Okay.
No, enjoy your
He
Black
got
Lightning.
Black Lightning. Yeah,
Hey, look,
he-
we got
Black
two.
Lightning.
We have a black guy, okay? Just relax.
Black Lightning.
Anyways, you guys ready to
He's
switch over?
Static Shock, but better.
Up to you. You ready to move on?
I
I
am.
suppose.
I'm gonna switch this over to my Power Ranger correspondent, Hades. Hades, can you please talk to us about the Power Rangers game?
Battle for the Grid. It's coming out the same month as Mortal Kombat, so I think it's gonna just like end up killing itself.
Well,
But I would like to say
Big
that
oof.
every time I see it, it does look a little bit better. And it's a 3v3 fighting game like Marvel vs. Capcom, so I'll check it out for sure.
It depends though. If MK launches and it's not a good launch, then you never know.
Plus, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid's only $20. I mean,
So you're not losing much, but still, it needs to be a good game.
It's it's a $20 price tag. It definitely looks the $20 price tag.
Oh,
I'm wondering how many people are going to be in it.
Not a
I'll
lot.
give this game this.
I already know they confirmed
They have a
Goldar
good-
is in it, and Goldar is my boy.
Yes.
They have a
Goldar.
good amount of Power Rangers from like almost all the current ones. I'm sorry, not current ones, all the old ones. So might be a big roster.
Lord Draken from the comic book series. It's been going on for a while. Got confirmed too.
Oh, that's no surprising, man. Like he's the hottest thing right now, so he has to be in the game.
He is pretty cool. He does a genocide cutter too, which is even more awesome.
Genocide. Yeah.
Anybody have any thoughts, any nostalgia for this game just by the name?
For $20 though, I'd think about it.
I'll say this.
Yes.
Excluding the PS4 version, the other versions of the game will have crossplay support.
It's true.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
I feel
I
like
do
the
like
game
that.
will be bought, but people just won't be playing it. It'll just be on their hard drive.
Deadass. Hey, I support the game. I just bought it, boys.
It's $20. So they'll probably be like, might as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 90% of my Steam library.
I'll most likely get it myself also.
By that game release, people will still play Ultra Street Fighter 2 on Switch.
I hope they get the Tommy to voice act.
Oh, he is in the game. I'm pretty
He's
sure.
in the promo material, so I don't see
Yeah.
why they wouldn't.
Oh, I didn't know
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, Jason David Frank's been in a couple of commercials for it.
Okay.
Pre-order and play as me.
All right, Hades, you're
Voice
going
acting.
to remain on the mic because it's now time for your rumor report if you have any. That is.
I haven't found shit, man.
Well, that's it for the rumor report.
I could pose a question instead if you like,
What?
just a random
Okay.
fighting game type
Go
of
ahead.
question.
What is
Okay.
it?
Because I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Because we always talk about like new characters and guest characters and stuff. Do you think long-term fighting game franchises like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter don't need to make any more new characters and could just make good games based off their previous characters that already exist?
Yes and no.
That needs to happen because for the
Yeah.
love of fucking Christ, man, the 3D characters are shafted hard in this current timeline.
It's yes and no because there's people that are always going to cry for their characters to come out that are old and be like, I don't want this new thing. I want I want my character. You know what I mean? So that's
I want
where
my
the
old
no
self.
is. But yes, because you need it to keep it fresh. You can't just play as Ryu all the time, even though Ryu mains can.
You do
Oh,
kinda
that's
need
a
them,
death
though.
sentence right there, not having the poster boy character.
This
I mean,
is-
look at Street Fighter 3, for example. That was going to happen though, but the game flopped, so they had to make the other two versions.
Third
They had
Strike is
to add
nothing but new
Ryu.
characters. Go ahead.
They had to add Ryu, Ken, and Chun because people were mad that they didn't have
And
the
Akuma.
classics. And Akuma, yeah.
Dumb, but
Yeah,
it
they
works
added
out.
in the safe ones at least. Yeah, most of the full no characters though, but the important ones need to be in.
It's like having no Fatal Fury in King of Fighters.
I mean, look at Mortal Kombat 3 actually. No Scorpion.
Mhm.
Look at that turnout.
You know what's so scary
Oh, man.
and sad
Well-
about? Oh, who's talking? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what about Street Fighter? What about the Street Fighter EX series?
Who?
That was half and half.
And yeah, Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 3 didn't happen. That's why they made Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Yep.
The best version.
Mm.
Yeah, there was like no ninjas actually, except for Sub-Zero in original Mortal Kombat 3.
I was
But
gonna
Do
he's
say,
the
not-
robots not count?
I
But
mean, they
he's
have
not a
cyber
ninja.
ninjas.
Yeah, I mean, but not like Reptile and Ermac and
Yeah.
Scorpion.
Well, that smoke in MK3 didn't turn to ninja until later on.
anyways, I was gonna say it's really scary and sad for people like me that play Street Fighter V and love it because Alex is there, and the fact that the game's almost like done. Like, I don't know if Alex will be in Street Fighter 6. Like, what if the journey is over? Like, it's so sad. Like, Ryu is always going to be there. Like, Ryu mains don't got to worry, but I do. That sucks.
I would not have initially bought and went in on Street Fighter V if they hadn't brought back Karen.
Yeah, and Karen
And
might
she's
not
probably
be in
going to
there.
be gone in the next game.
No, she won't.
Oh,
I think Karin can make it.
Yeah, she'll make it.
My selling point is Akuma, so if he's in the game, that's almost a guarantee buy.
Kuma will always be in the game.
If you're a chick with
Street
big
Fighter
boobs,
5, he wasn't.
Whoever
You've got
sold
a
the
chance.
most costumes will be in the next one.
Chun has
That
18
Chun-Li.
costumes, so she's a safe bet then.
Chun is
Chun-Li,
like
I
locked in
think-
always. Sorry.
I think Falk, whatever her name is going to be a shoe-in now, considering how many costumes she has.
I
don't
think they
so.
picked Manat over Falk.
Yeah.
No, maybe. Especially people love their 10 women, so possibility.
Speaking of Street Fighter, there's really no news for Capcom. They have been really silent about their shit. People are upset that they did not show anything for Evo Japan. But I was reading from Justin Wong's Twitter. I didn't see Ono talk about any announcements, but Justin Wong was like, "Oh, Ono said that there would be an announcement on final round, the tournament." There was
That
Mhm, go ahead.
sorry, I was gonna say that happens. That's happening this Thursday.
Exactly.
March 15th.
And I'm also hearing that March 14th they're supposedly supposed to show something because that's when Type A, Street Fighter V Arcade Type A comes out. But I don't know. We don't know anything. Hopefully they show a roadmap other than just, throwing out a character, but I doubt it.
Well, they said when Street Fighter V was happening that their roadmap would reach its end destination in 2020.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
We might
Go ahead.
we might very well be seeing the end of the road for Street Fighter V.
Definitely true, but what I'm saying is, like, Season 4, like, I want to know what Season 4's roadmap is. Like, what are you doing? I know you're saying that it's going to be different, but, like, how?
It might not be a Season 4.
You can't, in my opinion, you can't say, oh, Season 4 is going to be different when you're not going to have a Season 4. You're just
Season
gonna
4 is just going to be nothing but costumes.
Then I
Gearing
wish,
up for the ultimate final release character,
if that were the
Dan's
case,
father.
I'd wish they'd just say that up front. Like, yeah, just don't expect characters. It's all costumes, guys, and people won't be disappointed
Yeah,
every time.
but that would be like,
That wouldn't do
suicide.
Yeah.
Would it?
Yeah, they
Tell
gotta.
you, okay, we got fucking nothing else coming. Game's done.
I don't think it would be
was-
suicide because they're already kind of dead, according to everybody, for like
People
years
would be
now.
more mad.
It's a carrot and a stick sort of thing. They got to keep the carrot on the stick to keep you interested. And if they say they don't got a carrot, I mean, does anybody even care?
Then how about this? You pay me more than a fucking quarter every time I enter the game.
Yeah, they really got to fix a bunch of shit. Fight money, the netcode. Even though the netcode is kind of too late by now.
Controversial opinion, fight money needs to go.
No,
Yes.
I don't want to.
It had a good run, but it's very clear your system worked too well, and now you're trying to cut down on like the currency.
It
I'd
was
say-
well until Arcade Edition come around. Fucking cap.
It's because they're going to try to convert to free to play. That's why they cut back on the currency.
I would be okay with Street Fighter going free to play, so I don't have to pay $60 for it.
That's what it should have been in the first place.
Yeah, man, I think it was actually because there was a rumor Capcom wanted to do something like that.
I'd
Maybe
say
the next
like
Street Fighter,
it
maybe.
needs to keep. Well, not for Street Fighter 6. Like right now, they just got to keep fight money, give it more because it's about to be at the end and nobody wants to really pay for shit. So just give the last remaining little things away before you guys start announcing Street Fighter 6, which is hopefully a better game. Hopefully, because it is in development. At least that's what I'm hearing.
You know how it is. Every new Street Fighter game is worse than the previous one.
Oh god.
Like this has literally been happening since
What?
the beginning of time itself.
Third Strike is better than Second Impact.
Yeah, that's true. Third Strike's
No,
better than,
but the
fucking-
thing is, Street Fighter 3 is not better than Street Fighter 2.
that's a fucking lie. You
That
know.
is it is actually to me.
No,
Alpha is better than Street Fighter 2.
according to the ST diehards, they fucking hated Third Strike.
That's their fault.
Really?
Fuck 'em.
So there's obviously the infamous Evo 2008 where Mike Watson won Third Strike, and in an interview it said, "Yeah, I won because this game is ass."
Damn. I feel like Street Fighter just been hating on by their own people all the time.
And then when Street Fighter 4 came along, even the Third Strike and the ST players fucking hated it.
Well, that
Street
much
Fighter
I can't confirm. I can
Yeah.
confirm that already.
And then Street Fighter 5 came out,
Everyone hated it.
everybody hated
Anyway,
it.
I hate it.
Rightfully
So I really pity the eventual Street Fighter 6
Do you guys
or
think
whatever
that,
subtitle they're going to give it.
do you guys think the actual hate from each game was like rightfully deserved, or you guys think that just
For
tripping?
5, it's a mix of both. I think people took it a little too
5.
far, but at the same
Mostly
time,
5.
I'd agree on that. Okay, what
Yeah.
about Third Strike? I don't me
Third Strike,
personally,
no.
so.
no.
That has to be
I-
a debate. That has to be a debate on that.
What do you think, Hades? Third Strike.
I'm not an expert between Third Strike and ST, but like I would take Third Strike over it just because there's like now no random damage bullshit like there is in Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
It's just a preference on mechanics for me. I've never been big on nor adopted to parrying.
I think it also depends on the era you grow up in, depending on the fighting game. Like, if you grow up in certain, whatever year, generation, whatever, Street Fighter 3, you prefer that over anything else before and afterwards.
My
Same
problem
thing
is
with Street Fighter 2.
I've always had a stake in Marvel vs. Capcom, so the Street Fighter debates never really got to me.
Yeah. So there's rumors saying that there's Street Fighter 6 is going to get announced when PlayStation 5 gets announced, supposedly.
They're going for console exclusivity
No.
again? Or?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't know.
real question. They won't pull that shit again.
That's if the Sony wants
That
to.
is, Sony
pour
doesn't
money.
pay for it.
Yeah, if they don't pour
Yeah.
money in it, then probably not. But I don't know. Hopefully, Street Fighter 6 is good, and hopefully MVC4 is good.
You mean Capcom All Stars?
Yeah. I really think it'd be a Capcom
They're not
All-Stars.
doing Capcom All Stars, and here's why. MVC4 is going to sell more if it's good. You're going to tell me it's not going to sell more if it's good.
But
Infinite didn't even sell more. We're in like peak MCU fever.
No, but
you
people
know?
didn't like it. You liked it.
Here's the thing.
A lot of people
No.
were like the same thing as the Street Fighter shit Rad was talking about. They hated it.
Don't-
Here's the thing.
Don't lie to me.
Marvel vs. Capcom 4 would sell more, but Capcom All Stars would cost less to make.
Would it?
Yeah, how much do you think a Marvel license goes for?
Especially now.
Yeah, with the MCU and whatnot, it's still going strong.
I mean,
That's a good question.
I'm not saying I don't want it. I'd love a Capcom fighting All Stars, but I feel like if they want to do that thing that they said they want to like keep on the esports, MVC4 is like the only thing.
Gotta make a good game first.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. If it's good, then cool. But I can also see Capcom fighting All Stars being an Evo. I think.
Yeah, I can see. You could safely. It's a safe bet. I can see Capcom game being at Evo.
But I don't know. They would have to say, "Hey, let's do it." But I don't know.
Which is why Marvel Infinite fucking dropped the ball.
Did we ever? I think we
A lot
talked
of
about
reasons.
what we want Street Fighter 6 to have already, right? Like what we want it to have to be good. Like what it needs to have to be good. I mean,
The good part is just subjective is the thing.
yeah, I feel like whatever they put, somebody's gonna hate on it. Somebody
Put a
should
little
hate.
more effort into your story mode. Because you put effort into presenting your story. Every character has like an ending, a progression, a development, but a Shadow Falls is fucking trash.
I remember literally 2 things from A Shadow Falls, and they both made me laugh a lot, so I don't know if it's like the most proper thing.
Go ahead.
So I remember there's a point where Cammy literally just pulls a box out of her ass. Like she pulls it from behind her, and I'm just like, where were you keeping that?
Mhm.
And then number 2, which I guess is supposed to be a funny moment, is when the ninja doll like tries to stab Zangief, but he just flexes and busts the katana.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
cool.
okay,
His
can we just have a
whole?
whole story mode of Zangief fighting people, and that's it? Just give me that.
Yeah, I would say, especially with the way Street Fighter V ended, you have no choice but to build upon the story you established. And it's absolutely nothing against the competitive side, but when it comes to what you prioritize for Street Fighter VI, you know the horse you need to back.
But do you really need a story mode to sell Street Fighter? Like a good
Yes.
story mode?
Yes.
Do you really? I didn't.
Casuals
I
are the
don't-
people you gotta
yes.
sell to, man.
I don't
In
need.
this day and age, yes, because nothing else
especially
is
this
standard.
gen. Yeah.
No, but Guilty Gear is all fucked up. No, BlazBlue is all fucked
People
up.
were
Nobody cares.
upset at Street Fighter V because if you weren't trying to be a pro player, what the fuck else are you gonna do?
Play the game.
No.
Okay, then what do I play? Do I just
Street
play
Fighter.
a survival mode with like
You play online.
30 people?
Injustice.
You play online on an online fighting game.
Yeah, that's gonna end well.
It's like, oh, what am I gonna do with
come on,
Overwatch? Am I gonna
wasn't that
like
what
play?
Street Fighter 5 was until they announced that free story mode?
That's like saying I'm gonna buy Overwatch. What am I gonna do? Just play training mode all day?
What? Well, stars. Depending on the fighting game, you have more than one mode. So now everybody will just
Overwatch
play
is another
online.
victim. Overwatch is another
Yeah.
victim of that because they have a story they could tell, they just refuse to.
Exactly, but do they need to? No, they don't really need to.
They've set it up. You might as well do
No, that's what the
something that's not mission based.
But that's the thing, though. Yeah, they do have a lore, though, but they won't do anything with it, and that's their fault, really.
that's a waste
You
of
know.
money. They're gonna put all that money on it. They could just show you like a
Plus,
FMV.
I mean, they make enough money as it is, so like that's not really an argument.
wrong
They have
reasons,
more than enough money.
Here's the
but they're
case
cutting
I
people
have.
off.
Here's the case I have. Street Fighter
Oh,
goes.
well, yeah.
Street Fighter V is a game that is made for the esports crowd. How many people who bought Street Fighter V are actually going to be at tournaments?
No, but you got to think about it. Street Fighter 4 story mode wasn't like that. You got like what 3 cutscenes? Nobody cared.
Yeah.
Third Strike.
I
you
liked
gotta-
the rival stuff from Street
Yeah.
Fighter 4.
Yeah, but
Like they
was it-
had arcade mode. They had you fight a rival. They each had their own.
But was it
ending.
your reason for purchasing it just to do the rival thing?
Yeah, but with,
you gotta-
with Street Fighter V, they actually had a story to advertise. They were getting the wheels rolling. Street Fighter 4's goal was not to tell a story.
I know.
Street
I'm
Fighter
just
4's
saying,
goal.
Like, if
I'm
you
sorry. Street Fighter 4's goal
Mhm.
was to revive Street Fighter.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think it needs it because Street Fighter 4 didn't need it. Street Fighter Third Strike didn't need it. Street Fighter 2 didn't need it.
It was a different mission altogether.
No, but it's still sold.
Those games,
Go ahead.
those games, their goal was to be a fighting game. Street Fighter V, you established a story mode, and now you can't just throw that away in the next installment. Your standard is set.
I think you can because no one cared for the story mode.
Look, no Evil Saga in 6 and no buy.
But it's there.
Like, I don't see people ranting and raving, well, what's up with the story mode? They're just like, hey, where's the next character? Where's the netcode?
Well, it's because the only people that are left now are pro players, to be honest with you, or people that are fans of the franchise as it was.
But then you could say that about any other fighting game. You know, there's no people in Tekken saying, oh, where's the next story about that journalist that you play as in story mode? That journalist that's not in the game that you are the main character of. There's nobody
Well,
saying.
Tekken's story mode is done and complete in Tekken 7.
You mean the one where you play as the journalist?
You don't play as the journalist.
You are the journalist.
Is recalling the story.
No, but the journalist is the protagonist, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know. To be quite honest with you, because considering that you bounce around with so many characters.
Admittedly, that was a poor way to portray the story when the spotlight is on the Mishimas.
Yeah.
My thing is, whoever voiced the journalist wasn't even trying. Like there was like no effort to his.
I don't think they cared about the story mode, dude.
The director said, "Hey, don't try." I'm just saying that when you have a story mode and you're teasing continuations and developments in Street Fighter 6, you gotta follow up on that. Look at what Mortal Kombat is doing with their story.
Right.
Characters are developing and being created based on events that occur in the story.
Rad, if you'd have to continue the story, then Street Fighter 6 would just be Third Strike, because the next chapter of that story mode is Third Strike.
No, Third Strike is
You have a problem with that?
I don't.
You gotta go past Street Fighter 3, actually. So Street Fighter 6 would be a true sequel to Street Fighter 3.
You know how hyped that was?
3 already happened.
That means the game will actually be fucking good.
You know how hyped that was that Dawson told Alex that you're gonna be the shit coming up? You're gonna be like the main guy. But, you know, Street Fighter 6 is not gonna be Third Strike. They might like go back in time one more, or they might go forward 3 times. Like, unless they're gonna do like a Third Strike remake for 6.
No,
I don't see how they would continue the story without skipping Third Strike.
So I'm gonna talk about non-fighting games for like 10 seconds.
Good.
It's like how Castlevania is never gonna tell the 1999 game. Street Fighter 6 is never gonna go past Third Strike. Is that we're gonna head to Third Strike with playable Gil, and he's gonna be the final boss, and you're gonna fight him, and it's gonna be great.
But yeah, but your point is like, oh, they got to continue the story, but it's like they can't unless they do Third Strike again, which I don't mind. But then you can't.
I mean, for the most part, Street Fighter V was alpha all over again.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Also, I'm hearing that there's a rumor. This was I don't think it's confirmed. The Street Fighter writer person that was on the Winter
Street
Stays
Writer.
On. That's what his Twitter tag is. Street Writer.
Yeah.
He was in Winter Stays.
Capcom.
He was in the little tournament, UK tournament, Winter Stays On, and Logan, one of the commentators, was like, "Hey, can you tell us anything about what's coming up?" And the guy's like, "Well, let's just say the story of Street Fighter V is not over." So they're speculating that there's gonna be
People are taking that far too literal.
It
means, hey, more costumes.
Yeah.
I don't
You
think.
guys like costumes, right?
But they're thinking it's another story mode, which they can probably do Third Strike on that second story mode since they have Alex, but they have to like have Makoto and other people in there.
Street Fighter V's story is done with.
You think so? I don't know.
They put out a Shadow Falls and it's done.
You can't say it's over with and then ask for a continuation
Well,
of the story.
that's actually not true, because they continue with the DLC characters, because their events take place after the game.
Okay.
I said Street Fighter V's story is done, which means Street Fighter 6's story, whatever it is,
Third Strike,
can be told.
Wait, Red, that's technically not true about Street Fighter 5 story being done when the DLC characters take place after the game, after Sidefall.
Yeah. Watch him be non-canon.
Wait, who?
I don't know.
Who?
Kage.
Kage?
Well, Kage is
Cage.
canon.
You mean Evil Ryu?
Cage
No.
Maru.
Yeah.
It's
Eviler Ryu.
Shadow
Evil.
Ryu.
disconnected Dark Hado.
Hey,
Oh,
remember,
man.
remember that game at launch?
When's Mr. Psycho?
Who? Oh, yeah.
My dumb Mugen character is okay.
When is Dan's sister getting into the game?
She is.
Ram.
She's in the shop where she belongs.
Yeah, she's in the shop. She should be fighting.
Dan has a sister?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
in the shop.
Yuriko.
That's
She has a name somehow.
That is news to me, actually. I didn't know she had a sister. I mean, dad had a sister.
Well, they just retconned
So,
it, probably.
Yep. Little brief interlude. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter had an Art of Fighting parody where Dan's about to beat up this masked guy, and then somehow Dan's sister, out of nowhere, said, "No, stop! That man is art to be continued."
Our
And
father,
yes.
probably.
The legacy continues for Dan.
I wish they kept doing shit like that. I miss old Capcom
Yeah.
fighters. I don't know. I see what you mean with the story, Red, but at the same time I don't, because again they would have to make Street Fighter 6 Third Strike, or they just skip it and then act like it never
I
happened.
mean, the story for Third Strike set is stone already, so they
idea.
need to retell it. Just move on past 3 and call it a day.
Like
Again, back to Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat X was just Mortal Kombat 4 because Shinnok was in it, but then it was so much more. You don't have to exactly retell Third Strike as is. You can make expansions upon it.
No, but you would need
Or
the
you
characters.
can make liberties upon it.
You would need the characters though. So you need
We're
the
gonna
Third
be here
Strike
all
characters.
night, folks.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either. I'm just saying, because Alex will be there. I'm fine, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Just gotta deal with the rest of those weirdos, though.
Yeah.
12.
Some of them aren't coming back.
I'd love
12,
to see 12
Remy.
again.
You're probably going to see 12 because 11 technically exists.
11.
I don't know. I'm hoping for more stuff for Street Fighter 5 and before it dies, because I still play the game, even though people hate it and the netcode's bad. I don't think they should fix the netcode at this point, because as you guys know, like, it's gonna be over next year. So what's the point?
They're too late for that.
Might as well work on.
You gotta save. You gotta do. That's work that's gonna be done for the PlayStation 5 port.
Yeah, you might as well just start working on the netcode for Street Fighter 6 or whatever you're gonna call it.
Get him in the next round.
Street Fighter 4th Strike.
the hack ROM. Or,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or who was that other character that was like 2 Seans? He'll be in the game.
Sacrilege.
Oh man, if Dan is actually a character in Street Fighter 5, he better have an evil costume. Mugen. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this podcast, because I'm all out of news unless you guys think I missed anything.
No, you didn't miss much.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of think we're good.
Yeah, I don't think they had any more fighting game news.
Okay. Alright, well I guess we'll do our outros, unless Lagai, if you have anything else you want to talk about that, you know.
No, I think I'm good, actually.
Okay. I'm gonna start doing the outros. Mr. Kaneki, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and at YouTube under the same name as Google Order. And I hope, was it this week or next week, we get a Noob Cybot reveal, because I want to see what he looks like.
Spoiler alert, he's probably gonna be very, very, very black.
I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all.
Try hard.
I'm black, y'all. Now, come on, bro.
Yeah. Rad, where can we find you, sir?
On Twitter at the Rad, and that's about it.
Okay. Hades, where can we find you, sir?
Twitter, Hades_Manticore, and on YouTube, /VideoGamesHo.
Okay. Italian Stallion, where can we find you, sir?
YouTube, Italian Stallion 330, and Twitter is IT Stallion 330.
Okay. Lagaya, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch under the name Legaya Rasaru. That's LEGAIARASERU.
Okay. Tryhard Brandon, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at Immortalized Brandon, whatever. Yeah, you'll see it. Yeah, nothing special. X videos, nothing new.
Go find him on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was he Lance Thrust? No, wait, that's me.
Yeah, you wish.
Damn.
You can find me on Twitter at Reapers with the Z
No, we
240. You can find this podcast on YouTube, on Infinite Ammo Syndicate, and on Twitter by the same name. So if you guys are interested, the dates and time, the dates and time of the fighting game podcast are really random. So I'm not gonna be able to give people time of day and times and dates, because we plan shit out, but then shit happens and we gotta move it around. So we'll never be on time for shit. But that's gonna do
Life
it.
happens.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's gonna do it for episode 13. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Talk to you guys next time when there's more fighting game news.